So you're in a prison, in a detention center that is run by a private corporation.
Private corporation, yes.
Corrections Corporation of America. What are the conditions in the jail?
Well, we had encountered so many difficulties. For example, Miss Amy, they do not allow more than 34 detainees to perform their obligatory prayer of Friday, although we have over 50 detainees here who are Muslims, and although the Constitution of the United States gives every right to any group to perform their religious duties, they don't want to give us more than 34 under the pretext of capacity. And when we told them, okay, give us a bigger place or space, they are not really helping.
Have you had a hearing since you've been jailed?
Yes.
On December 17th? Was this on April 13th?
It was December the 17th.
You were jailed on December 17th. When was your hearing?
My hearing was April the 13th.
And what happened?
I went in front of Judge Benton, and he heard the arguments of my attorney as well as the DA, and he said that he would give his final verdict on May the 14th.
And what are they weighing right now? Are you facing deportation at this point?
I don't know what honestly goes in his mind.
Your children are American citizens?
Yes, they are. 3 of my children are U.S. citizens. They were born here in Houston, Texas.
In 2003, the Islamic Society of Greater Houston filed a petition on your behalf for permanent residency as a religious minister. That was, what, 6 years ago? What happened?
Yeah, since 2003, October 2003, I have been waiting for my green card, and suddenly in January 2007, I received a letter of intent to revoke when we answered completely and fully that the allegations or the documents that they needed. A month later, they gave me a letter of revocation. When I appealed, again, the arguments changed. We appealed to the AAO in Washington. They seemed to agree with every answer we gave, yet they went with the Texas Service Center's decision, and they dismissed my appeal. It was November the 5th, 2008.
So what is the next step? The final decision?
Yeah, the final decision, we are waiting for the judge, Judge Benton, to give his decision, and we will see. If it's in our favor, then thanks God. If it is not, then thanks God again, but we're going to appeal it to the BIA.
The Bureau
the BIA
of Immigration
Appeals, yes.
Of Bureau of Immigration Appeals.
The Board of Immigration Appeals in Virginia.
What has been the response outside the jail where you are in the greater Houston community?
Well, I take this opportunity to thank each and every man, woman, young, children, everybody, Muslim, non-Muslims, who stood up by me and my family, knowing that this is an injustice done to a human being, to a family. They are punishing me, punishing my family, punishing my community just for who I am. So I thank them. It was tremendous support. They came to the court, and they were not allowed, unfortunately, to enter the courtroom.
Why?
I don't know. They said only 10 people can come, and then later on they changed their mind.
I was reading the Houston Chronicle piece about your youngest daughter, your wife not wanting to bring her to the jail to see you. Have you seen her?
Yes, I did. Finally, I told her that things are going to go along, just bring her. And when she came in, it was heartbreaking. She was like trying to kiss me through the glass.
What are your final thoughts in this interview? What would you like people to understand in this country about your situation?
I just want them to know that I am really surprised that this is happening in the Obama administration time. Although it started in the Bush administration, every problem that I'm facing and my family and my community are facing started in the Bush administration, but it is continuing. And we really wanted change, and we were hoping for change, but I don't see it. I don't see it. And they are denying me. By the way, they gave me a bond after 90 days. DHS gave me a bond, and they did not honor it until today. They gave me the bond on March the 17th. And just like that, they did not, when a friend of mine, a dear friend of mine, went to pay the bond, which was $20,000. I mean, they are bonding out criminals. I have no criminal history whatsoever. I have never committed even a misdemeanor in my life. And they did not even honor what they have given me.
They revoked the bond when it was...
No, they didn't even revoke. They didn't even send me a letter or anything to say that it's revoked. It's just verbally. That's it. We are not going to give it to you.
When you say they are punishing you for who you are, what do you mean?
I mean, I strongly believe that I am targeted because of my political views, especially I was against the war in Iraq, against the bombing innocent civilians in Lebanon in 2006, and for my clear stance that I am pro-democracy and values that this country was founded on. And they don't want somebody who is free-minded and outspoken.
Well, I want to thank you very much for being with us. And finally, your message to your own children. When they come to see you, do they ask you why you're behind glass, why you're in jail?
Yes, like my third child, Bushra, who is 8 years old, she keeps telling me, why, Daddy, why are you here? Why don't you come home? And I say, it's not yet time, my daughter. She said, she thinks I am actually, for 3 months, she thought I was in a conference because she's used that I travel for conferences. And she said, this time you took a long time. Then when her mother brought her to the detention center, she was crying. And she told me, why are you staying here? This is not your place. I said, I know, my daughter, but I'm coming very soon. And they decorated the home, by the way. On the 18th of March, they decorated the home. They bought balloons. They bought a sign, Welcome Daddy. And their father didn't come just because DHS didn't honor its bond.
Sheikh Zoubir Bouchikhi speaking to us from the private detention facility he has been detained at for the last 4 months in Houston.